Welcome to Sumita Roy's English classroom. This is Professor Sumita Roy. Today we have a grammar lesson. Although most of you don't seem to want grammar, you only want to learn to speak. But remember, once you have learned to speak, you need to correct yourself or improve yourself by learning grammar. So I'm doing many lessons on grammar, and here is a lesson on preposition. Preposition is a word which is used in a sentence if you want to add extra information in the form of a noun or pronoun. So it is like selective glue. You can attach something to a sentence. And what can you attach? You can attach a noun or pronoun. You cannot attach others. For all kinds of attachment, for all kinds of joining, we need a conjunction. I shall do that later. Today it is preposition, which is used for joining nouns and pronouns. Before we begin, I would like to remind you that you need to watch all the videos, maybe close to 100 videos now, on the channel. In what order you should watch depends on what you would like to learn. Also share with others, like and comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Now let us begin with preposition. I have already defined a preposition for you. Preposition is used for joining to an already existing sentence or to an already existing piece of information some additional information. And this additional information can be in the form of a noun or a pronoun. Now, you can say that I watch the videos during the day. Now, the day is being added, and you're putting the preposition during. So, without during, I watch the videos the day doesn't make sense. The day cannot be added to the sentence, I watch the videos, without something to attach it. And that something is a preposition. We have specific prepositions for three kinds of nouns or pronouns. One is time, place, and position. Time, nouns and pronouns which refer to time. Let us talk mainly about nouns today. Have specific prepositions. Place has a specific preposition. All nouns referring to place have their own specific prepositions. Position also, where, in which part, that too has a specific preposition. That depends on the noun which comes behind. That is one rule which you have to remember, that nouns which refer to time or place or position have their own prepositions. So you know by looking at the noun which is to be joined which preposition to use so that you don't make a mistake. Suppose the noun which is to be joined does not belong to these three categories. It's some other kind of noun. It is a noun referring to a human being or a noun referring to some object. Then what do? You need to look at the word in front after which the preposition is supposed to be put. Till now, you looked at the word at the back, which was a noun, and determined by that noun, you put the preposition. The noun at the back is not a noun of time or place or position. Then you have to look to the word in front. The word in front can be an adjective, it can be a verb, or it can be another noun. So, adjective, verb, or another noun. Specific adjectives, verbs, and nouns have their own preposition. Therefore, we need to keep that in mind. Let us talk about all of them one by one with many examples. Those of you who would like to write down these examples for yourself, for your students, for others, etc., watch the video many times, pausing at the right places, or watch the video at a slow speed, which is available in the uh, small icon which is there on top. And those are the settings. So you go to the settings and play it at a very soft pace. There is something called CC. You put that. You will also get all the sentences in writing. You can pause, write it down, and then continue. In this way, if you make the notes in your own file or notebook and then watch the video once or twice, you can correct your own notes. Please do not expect me to make PowerPoint of the grammar lessons because there are no views in the PowerPoint. I am looking for 10, 20,000 views, and there are not even 1,000 views, 200, 300 views. I cannot do a lot of hard work for, a very small number of people. Please understand that this is not possible. So please don't ask in your comments by saying do this or do that. Now, let us come to the first of the variety. That is, nouns which are to be joined and they refer to the nouns of time. Then we say that we can add using specific prepositions because a noun of time has to be added to an already existing sentence. The noun goes and joins the sentence using a specific preposition. Suppose we say in July. So I can tell you that I started my channel in July. July is the name of a month. We use for all names, January, February to December, we use the preposition in. You can use the name of any month and the preposition is always in. We have winter here in December. We have summer in May. So May is a name of a month. December is a name of a month. Preposition is in. Specific preposition for this. Suppose I say, I gave you an entire video on telling time. There if you watch that video, you will get many prepositions. You can say that now it is 7 o'clock in the evening. Now it is 7 o'clock in the evening. So we are saying in the evening. Morning, afternoon, evening. These are time nouns which take in. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. But when you use two other parts of the day, noon and night, then we have to say at. We don't say in the night, usually we say at night. And we say at noon or we say at midnight. These are at. So you say in the morning. There is a dense fog in the morning. There is a dense fog, sentence is there. You want to add morning to it. So you say in the morning. You can say we meet regularly in the evenings. Now evenings, you have plural form, but then again you are using the preposition in. Suppose you mention specific days, Sunday to Saturday, then you use preposition on. On is used for days of the week. You say on Sunday. We met on Sunday. We spoke to each other on Tuesday. Any day of the week you can use for that. So you have, these are specific nouns of time. When you come to place, now you have said time, months and years, days of the week, single day time. All these I have given you examples. These are all nouns of time. Now let us come to the next one, and the noun of place. Suppose you say, in the city. There are many facilities in the city. People are moving away, where you are changing the position from the village to the city. Now you see, you have two destinations. From the village to the city. Movement. I've given you a whole video on movement, verbs of movement. People are migrating, people are moving from the village to the city. So the preposition from and to indicate direction. I travel from this place to my office. So from this place to my office. We traveled from our place to the next city or to the next state. So city, state, country, continent, all these are in. We have oceans, rivers, mountains, all these are in. We use in. If it is a small place, then we use at. Suppose you say, someone is waiting at the gate. The place is the gate. So you don't say in the gate, you say at the gate. That is, the position also is here important. Then you say that, at this, I will meet you at MG Road. So you are using the term MG Road and you're saying, I will meet you at MG Road. There again, you have the form at. Similarly, if you have a small locality, I live in this city at this location in the city. So location gets at, city, the bigger place, gets in. This we have to remember. Now we come to the ones where you use nouns of position. Where the noun is, in what position that noun is, that specifies and the use of the pronoun. Now, I'm sitting on a chair. There is a table in front of me. So if I want to use table as the noun, I say, I'm sitting at the table. At the table means I'm sitting with using the table for writing or for keeping the laptop, etc. So at means by the side of. Suppose somebody is sitting. The computer is on the table. The cell phone is on the table. So on means on the surface. If I want to use the chair as the noun, then I can say I'm sitting on the chair. Suppose I have a pet. Then I say that my pet is sitting under the table or under the chair. I cannot go under the table or under the chair and sit. But a small pet, a puppy or a cat, can sit easily go under. Under means, now this under is this position. You have the noun here and the position is below the noun. Below also is a preposition. So you say that cars can go under this bridge. So they can go over the bridge also. So you have a flyover. Cars are going over the bridge. Cars are going under the bridge. So these are all nouns of position. They have their specific prepositions We don't really have to search for the preposition. We can look at the noun and we can specify. You want to sleep, you want to lie down, you want to rest, then you lie down on the bed. On means surface. Now, suppose you have, you want to jump. Then you say that we jumped over the rock. The rock is there. You want to go above it. You're not touching it like, the car is going over the bridge, it is touching. But you don't touch it also, it is over. Suppose we are standing, the sky is above. We say that we are standing under a blue sky. The sky is very far away and we are here, but still the position is under. Then you have also the position at, as I told you. I'm standing at the door. A guest is standing at the door. At here, like I told you, in gate, position is also implied there. The door is here, you are next to it, and you have that. There is another preposition which can be used here, and that is beside. You can say that the park is beside my house. Your house is here, the park is here, side by side. We use the form beside. In this way, we use prepositions. Suppose you have something in a container. You say that there is tea in the pot. So the pot is a container, it is closed, and there is tea in the pot. There are biscuits in this packet. So you are using biscuits in packet. Packet is there and the biscuits are inside. The officers are in the meeting room. So meeting room is closed from all sides. Position is inside. So in we can use. Inside also we can use. Inside where it is closed and then we say inside. That also is a preposition. In this way we have various prepositions which have their specific nouns because these nouns indicate position. So I gave you examples of time, I gave you examples of place and position. Now, what is important is how do you learn these prepositions? The best way to learn prepositions is by noting the usage. Here I will give you the example of the description I have written for every video. Now, if you see all the 90 to 100 videos, you will find a description for each video. You touch the title, you go down and you have description. You can read those descriptions and mark how many prepositions are used, where they are used. If you are a regular reader of books or newspapers, whenever you see a preposition, you note how they are used. Are they prepositions which are joining nouns of time, place, and action? Then you are safe. But if they are not, I will give you a few examples of prepositions which do not have, the noun, place, and action is not there. Therefore, we look at the word in front. The word in front may be an adjective, as I told you. It can be a verb or it can be another noun. They have their specific prepositions. You get long lists of these prepositions. But please understand, learning the list by heart is no guarantee of using the preposition correctly. The preposition should be learned by more and more exposure to correct English. That is important. So let us start. I will give you 3 examples of each. Let us start with an adjective. So you say, the chef is good. Sentence is there. Now, what is the chef good? You want to add another noun to this. So you say, the chef is good at making soup. The chef is somebody who's cooking in the hotel, and CHEF, we have that is a spelling. The chef is good at. Now we use good at. So you say, I'm good at singing, or you say that these people are good at speaking. You are adding a noun. I have already explained to you the gerund, so you know that singing, speaking, etc. are used as noun. This use of noun, which doesn't have a preposition of its own, looks to the front. And in front, what is there? There is the word good, which is an adjective. I have already also done adjectives for you, so you can look back at all these videos if you have doubts when I use a word. Then you have the form good at. So good always takes the preposition at. Wherever you want to add a noun to good, there the preposition at will be used. Then you have angry. Angry can take two prepositions. It is never on. Many people make mistake by saying angry on. Angry is never used with on. Suppose you want to say you're angry and the noun is a person. Then you say, I'm angry with my friend. Or I'm happy with your work. Again, with is used. Happy is also an adjective. Angry also is an adjective. Now, suppose it is angry is not a person. With I told you it's a person. I'm angry with this. Then you have some idea, you have some situation. So you say angry about. I'm angry about the delay. I'm angry about the discomfort. Delay, discomfort, these are all nouns, but they don't have specific preposition because they don't belong to the place, time, and position nouns. Therefore, we have to remember. Then you have different. Different is also an adjective. So we say different, many people say different with, but that is not correct. It is different from. Your language is different from mine. When you say mine here is a pronoun which you're adding to your language and different from. This addition of from is what is required. We don't say different with. Many mistakes are made in the use of these prepositions. Then we come to the verb. I've given you three examples of words which are adjectives which have their own prepositions. So whichever noun you are adding to it, suppose you're adding a noun of place in, you know, a noun which is of a time or place, etc., then good, bad, angry cannot determine the the first rule is to look at the noun behind, the noun which is being joined. When that rule fails, then only you look in front. So you say, he was angry in the morning. Not angry with, not angry about, but angry in the morning, because morning determines the preposition here, not the other way round. Only when the noun fails to provide the preposition for you, only then you look at the word in front. So now you have a verb, agree with. I agree with your proposal. I agree with you. So you can have it for pronoun and noun. I agree with the majority. This kind of nouns which do not have, you know, place or time or position noun at the back, they are determined by the word in front. So agree is always with. Agree on, agree in, agree about. These are mistakes which are made, but it is not correct. It is agree with. Then you have approve. Approve means to say yes. approve of, OF. So you have to say the seniors approved of the proposal, or the seniors approved of the plan which we had given. In this way, you use the word approve with of when the noun at the back does not determine. If the noun already determines the preposition, then we need not think of the word in front. It is only in cases it doesn't that we have to look at it. Then you have believe in. Do you believe in this story? Believe on, believe at. These are mistakes which are made. We believe in God. So again, believe in. Because the nouns like, story or God, etc., they do not have a preposition of their own. Therefore, we are using believe in. Now let us come to other nouns. The noun which comes in front of the preposition, not the noun which is being joined. The noun which comes in front of the preposition can determine the preposition if the noun at the back does not. I gave you this example already long back in one of the videos. I said invitation to. Very often people say invitation for. I got an invitation to a party, not I got an invitation for a party. For is used in informal English, spoken English. But when you want to use correct English, then it will be invitation to. Then you have investigation into. Investigation about, many people say. The police are carrying out an investigation into the crime, not about the crime. Then, we plan an investigation into this problem. Therefore, you are saying investigation into. Then you have example of. I'm giving you examples of prepositions. Here are many examples of how to use prepositions. Then you have response to. The response to the proposal which we got is not satisfactory. We did not get a satisfactory response to our suggestion. So you have suggestion or proposal. All these is response to. I want to get the response to all my questions from all of you. So response to all my questions. That is how it is said. Now there are certain prepositions which are, often confused. For instance, you have since and for and from. Somebody asked this in the comment long back. I could not explain clearly. I just gave you one or two sentences there. Since is always used with perfect and perfect continuous tenses. Wherever there is a have form, we use the word since. That is for a period of time. Now, if the have verb is not there, it is a simple tense or a continuous tense, then we use for. You say that he has been waiting since morning. Then you have a period of time. Then you say you have a point of time. He was waiting for many hours. So hours, point of time, and you use for. You can say with the other form the same as that. He was waiting from the morning. So from and for the two sentence, from and since for the two sentence forms. Perfect tenses use since and other tenses use from. For is used for the point of time which you have. Therefore, you can say from many hours. From can be used instead of for and, it can be used instead of since. This is a mistake. Now, between and among, sometimes people make mistakes. Between is two people. You know, we have a quarrel between this person and that person. Two people are quarreling. Or the quarrel is among many people. So, among many people. Then you have the form where you use, the idea that you have besides. Beside with S. Very often made a mistake. Besides means in addition to. Besides having money in the bank, this person has a house. So, two things: one, money in the bank; one, house. So, two things. But this is not beside. Beside means side by side, by the side. So, although it's only an S, many people make a mistake in using that. So, we have to be careful that we don't use the wrong preposition. We have to be careful that we use prepositions which are already specified along with the word. And this, the best way to learn, as I told you, is to have more and more of reading of English. When you read, when you listen, you don't really listen to prepositions so much. Prepositions are not given so much importance in a sentence. Nouns and verbs are given importance. So the preposition is hardly spoken in connected speech. You can't hear the preposition. I'm explaining the lesson of prepositions to you. I said to you, but I did not stress to. I said I'm explaining the lesson of prepositions. Of, I did not say of. I said of. I did not say to. I said to. So we don't pronounce much. Prepositions are not pronounced. I'll do connected speech in one video. We will see all this. Therefore, reading and marking the prepositions, remembering how they are used, and learning from that is important. So please watch many times, correct your prepositions. I wish you all the best and thank you.